Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's Karnataka NEET PG 2024 registration demo. The toughest part of the entire process of NEET PG is cracking the exam. Karnataka gives a tough fight to that in terms of registration. So many issues every year. There have been a lot of representations from candidates on putting up the demos for all the processes. Most of them are very easy. All the counselings are very easy. But for Karnataka, we do a demo every year because it is very, very difficult irrespective of whether there is a request or not. There are a lot of issues in the Karnataka registration. Right from every stage, there are issues. We'll try to address most of them. We have tried our level best to come up with a demo. We were also stuck at multiple places and hence the delay. We've been trying to get logins from candidates. We have to get help from candidates to get this done. Towards the second part of the video, you will see that we would be using some of last year's data because we haven't been able to do that from candidates logins which got stuck through the process. But the process is the same. We have checked with the candidates. There's very minimal change and it's the same process, and so you will be able to get help on exactly what needs to be done at any stage. There are one or two which are still troubling us. We'll possibly take it together over the next 2 days, 3 days with KEA to get those sorted out. Now, first thing is the clause definition. You need to know very clearly which clause you fall under. If you already know which clause you fall under, the next 10 minutes is not for you. Skip and move on to the registration part. If you're interested in knowing which clause you fall under, what is a possibility for each clauses, should I select minority there, will it be beneficial, etc. Those questions will be answered over here in the next 10 minutes or so. So skip and then move on if you just want to start the registration. This is for those who don't know what clause they fall under or need clarity on that, so that they can fill in the right clause and select the right category and other details. A clause is pretty straightforward, nothing much. Don't go through the prospectus, etc. Depending upon where you did your MBBS and where did you did your schooling, your clause is defined. That is pretty much straightforward. So schooling, whenever we use the term schooling in Karnataka in this entire clause definition, schooling in Karnataka means you should have done 10 years of schooling in Karnataka. So the schooling based eligibility criteria is, first you should have done 10 years in Karnataka. From 1st to 12th, you should have completed 10 years. Second, you should have completed either your 10th or your 12th in Karnataka. Any one of these you should have passed from an institution in the state of Karnataka. Then you are eligible as per schooling. So the schooling criteria is satisfied when you have done 10 years from 1st to 12th, any 10 years in Karnataka, and then you have done your either also you have done your 10th or 12th in Karnataka. So the only set of candidates who have done 10 years in Karnataka and still not eligible will be those who studied from 1st to 9th in Karnataka and also did their 11th in Karnataka and only 10 years. So just for the sake of clarification there. Now, what clauses are clause A, B, C and then Y and Z, which we'll cover here. Clause D, E, F, G, which are basically clauses which are with reference to Karnataka IAS cadre, Karnataka members of parliament, Karnataka central government or union government employees, those who have served in other places who with their hometown mentioned as Karnataka, etc. Ex-servicemen and other set of government service candidates. All these are D, E, F, G. You can even look at those clauses separately. We will look at ABC now. So ABC, clause A is you've done your MBBS from Karnataka. You did not do your schooling in Karnataka. You did your schooling outside Karnataka, or you don't fall under the schooling criteria of Karnataka basically. So in that case, you will come under clause A. You could have done your MBBS from deemed university, you could have done your MBBS from any private university in Karnataka, doesn't matter. As long as you did your MBBS from Karnataka and did your schooling outside Karnataka, you come under clause A. Basically, you don't fall under this criteria, but still MBBS from Karnataka. Second clause is also pretty straightforward. You did your MBBS from Karnataka, any institute in Karnataka. You did your schooling within Karnataka, 10 years plus 10th or 12th. Then you fall under clause B. Third is the third option. Basically, MBBS was outside Karnataka. You did your MBBS outside Karnataka. After doing 10 years of schooling in Karnataka with 10th or 12th, any one of these, you went ahead and did MBBS outside Karnataka, including maybe in another abroad country. Then you fall within clause C. So basically, clause A, B, C are dependent upon MBBS schooling. Any one of these is within Karnataka, then you will be under clause A, B, C. Any one of these, correct? And clause Y is usually those candidates who look for open seats in Karnataka. Clause Y candidates are only eligible for open seats. If you've done your MBBS outside Karnataka, You did not do your schooling in Karnataka for 10 years, then you come under clause Y. Let us say you are a domicile of Karnataka. You did 8 years of schooling in Karnataka. You are a domicile of Karnataka. Right from the beginning, you did 8 years in Karnataka. For the last 4 years, you went outside and did your schooling. And you did your MBBS in another institute, let us say in the state of Maharashtra. You are not eligible for clause ABC. You will be eligible only for clause Y. Clause Y is not domicile based exclusion. Clause Karnataka has only schooling and MBBS based criteria, and so even domiciles might be excluded from ABC. If you have done your MBBS outside Karnataka and did not fall under the schooling criteria, then you are under clause Y. Beyond this, we have the set of candidates who are NRIs, foreign nationals, OCIs and PAOs. Very clearly, you might be appearing as an Indian resident but looking for an NRI sponsorship. You may not come under this category. It is not for NRI sponsored candidates. It is for candidates who are NRI themselves. They are NRI. They have been in another country for 182 plus days. They fall under the NRI criteria. Foreign nationals, they are OCAs. Candidates are OCAs, not the candidates who are sponsored by OCA. Candidates who are OCAs and PAOs, they come under clause Z. So be very clear, if you are falling under any of these and want NRI sponsorship, somebody is sponsoring you, your parents is sponsoring you, then you still will be A, B, C or Y, not clause Z. If you are getting sponsored, NRI foreign nationals, OCA, PAOs will be clause Z. We'll quickly look at, very quickly look at who is eligible for what criteria. Clause A, can I claim Karnataka domicile? There will be a question which says Indian. Can you claim if you are Indian, do you want to claim Karnataka domicile? They can claim provided they are Karnataka domicile. If you are a domicile of Karnataka, if you are from Karnataka state, eligible for reservation, clause A is eligible for reservation. You did your MBBS schooling outside Karnataka but still eligible for reservation. Eligible for minority quotas? No, only for those who did their schooling, minority quota is available, but for religious linguistic minority is not available for them. Religious minority is only under second priority. Eligible for government seats? Yes, they are eligible for government seats, GM category. If reservation is applicable, then any one of these categories, and if Hyderabad, Karnataka is eligible for those seats. Other quotas eligible for open management and NRI quotas they are eligible for. Class B, will you be claiming Karnataka, do you want to claim Karnataka quota? Under that, if you have to give yes, you should be Karnataka domicile, okay? And if you, are you eligible for reservation? Yes, you are eligible for reservation. Minority quotas, both linguistic and religious minority if applicable. If you belong to those minorities, then you will be eligible for linguistic and religious minority on first priority religious minority. Government seats you are eligible for, government seats one, and if you are also eligible for reservation. GM everybody is eligible for, everybody under class B is eligible for GM. 1G, 2AG, 3AG, SC, ST and the Hyderabad Karnataka quota depending upon what caste category you fall under. Note, they are eligible for, class B is eligible for open management NRI and GMP quota as well. Class C, again the same as class B, no, not much of a difference. If Karnataka domicile, you will claim yes there. Eligible for reservation, category certificate is required if claiming reservation. Linguistic and religious minorities quota you will be able to avail in case you fall under linguistic or religious minority. Government seats, GM seats you are eligible for. The reserve seats you are eligible for along with Hyderabad Karnataka quota in case you belong to Hyderabad Karnataka region. Open MNG and NRI seats. Open MNG is the Q quota seats or other seats. In addition to these, you are also eligible for GMP quota. So if you are going to check in ZyNerd, you check all these quotas on, you are also whichever ones you are eligible for. Everybody is eligible for GM. So here you see all eligibility is the same for all three with respect to government seats. All three categories are eligible for government seats. The difference between is that B and C are eligible for GMP seats. Category A, class A is not eligible. B and C are eligible for GMP seats, and B and C are eligible for linguistic minority and religious minority on first priority. You can see both of them are eligible for linguistic minority and religious minority first priority. A is eligible on second priority. Now we come to class Y. Class Y is other state candidates purely looking for open or management quota or NRI seats. If you are going to, this is NRI sponsored seats. If you are an NRI, you will appear only under class Z. This is NRI sponsored seats that you are looking at. If you are looking at open, management or NRI sponsored seats and do not come under class ABC, then you fill it under Y. Eligible for Karnataka quota? No, not eligible. Eligible for reservation? Not eligible, because the LEVs are eligible only for these seats. These seats don't have reservation. So don't select class Y and select some reservation category. It is not possible. Religious minority under second priority only they are eligible for, and eligible for government quota seats under 7 lakhs not eligible. So they are not eligible. Clause Z straight away NRI, OCI, PIO or foreign nationals. Candidate is NRI, OCI. All of these they are not eligible. They are eligible only for NRI seats, and note that they are not eligible for MNG seats. If you are an NRI, OCI, PIO foreign national candidate, you apply under clause Z, you are not eligible for foreign MNG seats, the Q seats or the other seats or institutional quota seats as we call them. Those are exclusive. Last year first round there was a confusion, leave that, but that is how it is. In case you are looking for open seats or OCA seats, as in basically OCA based eligibility basis 4.3/2021 criteria, there is a minor problem in Karnataka. You can just get back to us if you are a subscriber. How do you log in? We get into the demo now, clearly starting from where we start and then going on till where we move on. So demo, the link is cetonline.karnataka.gov.in/ke. This is the link that you will need to remember, and under admissions you click on PGET 2024 medical, dental and DNB. Ignore the DNB part. DNB is only for in-service candidates, but the same registration, so you can go ahead. You can go ahead and then click on this. Once you click on this link, it will take you to the PGET portal. This is the portal that you will have all notifications in. Sometimes they put up notifications over here and then miss out tagging over here. So the best option to figure out all the notifications, where it is, etc., ZyNerd. Okay, you can come to ZyNerd and look at the filter on Karnataka counseling. You will have all the notifications for sure there, or you can look at both the places over here. This is a pretty, this page you click on application, online application link. You can also go through the eligibility clause code in case you have any confusion. This is, once you click on the online application link, it will take you to this page. From here on, we will go a little slow, unlike the other registrations, because Karnataka is slightly complicated. PG Medical 2024, this is what it says. In-service candidates should not register now. The DME would receive the, the KEA would receive the list from DME, and then post that the in-service registration will start. You continue in case with spelling mistakes, but you continue along with to the next page. This is the application app checklist page. Here you, before filling application, SSLT 10th mark card and whatever is required. So caste category certificates, the non-creamy layer certificates, that is listed over here. Get all these, whatever is applicable for you. Some of the candidates who belong to religious minority from other states have a problem in terms of RD numbers, etc. We'll try to tell you what to do. It should work. We'll try to tell you at the end on what to do. In case you are from Karnataka, obviously you should have a certificate with an RD number. Old certificates may not be applicable. Even the recent ones you have got within the last 4 or 5 years, all of them, even 6-7 years, you will have an RD number in that you can take it. You will also need the latest passport size photograph, signature and left thumb impression. Not much of uploads in Karnataka. The payment is done without the uploads. Very few certificates are required, but you, depending upon what you apply for, but have them with you. We'll let, by the end of this session, you'll also know what certificates are required for upload. Karnataka has a verification process. After you do all the registration, you will get the application form done and make the payment. They will call you for registration, for a verification of your original documents. At that point in time, change can be made. Even if you make a minor mistake over here, like you have applied for some category you are not eligible for, going to the registration verification process. Where does it happen? In KEA Bangalore. It will be a 3-day festival, 3 or 4 days festival. You will go in your slot or some other slot. We'll clearly explain all that process later. What documents need to be done, annexures, which ones are required, etc. Don't need to get confused regarding the annexures. We will come up with a clear video on which annexure is required for what class of candidates, etc. That will be easier for you. Now, when you go there, you need to get a printout of this application form too and take it. But otherwise, there will be other requirements of annexures that are there. Currently, this is only online. Once you submit it and make the payment, your work is done over here. The uploads are mentioned over here. Proceed to registration for new user. Click on this. Registration system for online application. Here you select whether you have done your SSLC from Karnataka State Board or not. If you have done it from Karnataka State Board, select Karnataka State Board. If you have done it from CBSE, ICSE or other boards of Karnataka, select no. If you are from another state, obviously you will select no. When you select yes, you will see the same set of details. As you select no, there is no difference. Select yes or no and then go ahead. Whichever one you select, you will have the list of options over here. Even yes, last year there was some slightly different. This year they made it different. you will see this list of options. First few are for Karnataka schooling candidates. If you have done your CBSE in Karnataka, ICSE in Karnataka, then enter that. The next two are those for CBSE and ICSE students outside Karnataka. Let us say you did your schooling in Tamil Nadu. Basically, this is for your SSLC, which is your 10th standard. Let us say you did your schooling in Tamil Nadu, but you have done an CBSE in Tamil Nadu. Then you select CBSE outside Karnataka. Similarly, ICSE outside Karnataka. Don't go in and select Tamil Nadu, even if you have done CBSE. If you have done it from the state boards of the respective states, Haryana state board, then you select Haryana over here, not CBSE, but state board in Haryana. You move on to the next page. Here you enter your SSLC registration number or unique ID. The SSLC registration number will be there in your certificate. It will be a 10-digit number. First important thing about Karnataka registration, except for the dates, nowhere enter slashes, hyphens, dots, characters. Wherever there are slashes in your certificates, remove them. Let us say your SSLC number has HSC/2024, write HSC 2024. It'll allow only numbers. So in this scenario, write the numbers alone. Write the numbers. In case you have done it in CBSE, you have completed in 2012, let us say. If you completed in 2012, then and your CBSE registration number is a 8-digit number 52012568, then first enter 2012 and then write the number 5202, etc. So 2012 plus that number, total 4 digits added, enter that number in sequence, 2012 followed by your registration number. That is for CBSE and ICSE candidates alone, and they should prefix the 10th standard pass out year. 2025 is when you wrote the, 2012 is when you wrote the exams, then that is the year that you need to mention. And what's that? Okay, don't include any character or space over here. And select your board, CBSE in Karnataka here. You have entered your number, the entire number we have masked it. Name of the candidate exactly as in your scorecard. Date of birth exactly as in your scorecard. Why does it say NEET MD instead of PG? We don't know. Possibly they use the same NEET MDS tool. They usually do that, and then easier for them to remove yes than removing MDS and make it PG. So possibly they did it because it is easy for them. NEET MD 2024. Click mention the date of birth exactly as in there. Gender. Mention the gender. Passing SSLC, year of passing, mention over here. If you're CBSE, you would have mentioned already over here, otherwise mention over here. If you're state board here, you can mention the number, reference number. No number is there, mention a serial number, that is also fine. Father's name or mother's name, this is very critical. You need to enter exactly as in your scorecard. After you enter that, you will move on to the 8A item, which is PG medical. By default, there will be only one selection. Then it will automatically reflect UG medical. Once you select PG medical, select that, enter your NEET MD roll number again. Wherever this MD is there, please don't give it to that. No problem, it is PG only. 2466, check over here. It will ask you, do you want to submit? For everyone who has entered it right, it will say NEET data doesn't match. It will not match. Almost everyone has got this error. I don't know if anyone has not got this error. We haven't got anyone till now. Say okay. Then if this pops up, then it means there is a problem. Clear? If this doesn't pop up, then the data matches basically. So here, this does not mention data doesn't match. This pop-up says that there is an issue, and what it does is, whatever number you have entered, it gives you the exact details and there is a mismatch. Then once again, after changing the details, go again and check. You know that there is an error, scorecard, let us say father's name is different. Go ahead and change and check. Once again, it gives you this pop-up or any other pop-up which mentions that your father's name is this, etc. Fine. And again say it doesn't match. Yes. If this pop-up does not come, then everything is perfect because the data matches. All you need to do is go ahead and do it till this pop-up doesn't come. Even if it comes, candidates are able to go through, no problem. But if ensure that this doesn't happen again. You might have to start again in case there is an issue. Always be aware that at some point in time the system somehow goes back into some mode that you will not be able to continue, in that case you will have to start again. So it is always better to go right with the flow, exactly entering the right details, checking multiple times, so there is no issue. So we move on. Once this pop-up is not there, you get again the same page, no issues. Once you click on check, it will just give you these two pop-ups, and then without this it will move on to the next page. It will show you the page. Here you select your nationality, Indian, foreigner, or OCA or PAO. If your nationality is selected as Indian, resident will be open up. You will select resident of India, non-resident of India. Non-resident of India are NRIs by themselves, whoever is NRI. The candidate is NRI. I am not looking at NRI seats through a sponsor. I am NRI, whoever is applying. In that case, select NRI. If you select NRI, then the list of countries will be there. If you select resident of India, the country option will not be there. If you select foreigner or OCA or PAO, then a resident option will show foreign citizen, OCA or PAO. Irrespective of what you select, you will have the country available over here. Select your country. Country can be your country of residence currently, or wherever you are a citizen of. Eligibility clause is the next clause. The eligibility clause selection we have explained in this video. We intended to do a separate video, but we have explained in the beginning of this video. You can go back in case you want to recheck. Do it once very clearly. There is this eligibility clause. You should know your eligibility clause and the category that you come under. In case you are Karnataka domicile, correct? You are a domicile of Karnataka. Basically, you have got your certificates. Which certificates? SC, ST, 1G, 2A, 2B, 23A, 3B, any of these certificates. Then you will select, do you claim Karnataka quota as yes. Okay, only then you will be eligible for reservation, otherwise you will be eligible for general merit only. So remember that, and if you are class Y, it will automatically be general merit, you are not eligible for any reservation. Only class A, B, C who have those certificates in hand now with you, they are eligible for reservation. Be very clear, otherwise you are general merit. Also D, E, F, G might be eligible, that is a different thing, but here class A, B, C, D, E, F, G, we are combining them under a similar class only. Y, Z not eligible for reservation. Fine, we go ahead. We have selected class C. Class C would mean schooling from Karnataka and MBBS from outside Karnataka. We have selected that class. Click here to know eligibility clause. You can always check that. If you are an Indian, do you claim Karnataka quota? So here, many of the candidates who have done, let us say I am class A. Class A is MBBS from Karnataka. What is class A? We will just clearly explain this part so that there is no confusion. Class A, MBBS from Karnataka. Should I select, do you claim Karnataka quota here? If you are a domicile of Karnataka, you can select yes. If you are not a domicile of Karnataka, you should select no over here. So you go ahead, class A, B, C, whichever class this is. If you are a domicile of Karnataka, select yes. That is for reservation. So if you are not Karnataka state domicile, select no. Yes, I have selected, and then if I select yes over here, Karnataka quota as yes, I will get all these reservation criteria. This is the purpose of this particular field. Some might have selected no over here. There is some confusion saying that I did my MBBS in Karnataka, I am class A, I selected no over here and it automatically showed GM. I made a mistake. No, you have done it right. You have paid 4,000, which is right. You select no when you are not a domicile of Karnataka, and you select, it will automatically be GM here, right? Because many of them selected yes, even though they are not domiciles, and selected GM over here, they are not right. But nothing will happen to them. They will also be able to go through the entire process. So basically, both options exist. If you are a class A candidate belonging to GM category, no reservation, you select yes under claiming Karnataka quota and select GM here under the category, no issues at all. not the right thing to do, no issues at all. This is only for Karnataka domicile, but you made a mistake, that is fine. The other set claiming Karnataka quota, I selected no, I am not a domicile of Karnataka. Automatically this became GM. You have done the perfectly right thing. You are not at fault because everybody else is making a mistake. Be very clear on that. It should be no, and you should pay 4,000 rupees. That is how it is. The rest of them have had an advantage. Both of these set of candidates will, let us say they come under clause A. No issues on that. You will be eligible for government seats. You will be eligible for GM seats. As a counseling process, no impact on this. Don't need to worry about this at all. Irrespective of whether you have done this or this, as long as you don't have reservation, that is perfectly fine. No domicile certificate is required, nothing is required. Clear? So now we will move back. If you select yes over here, then you will have reservation, you will select reservation. Even if you are a domicile, you might belong to general merit, you don't belong to these categories, then you select general merit, you will pay only 1,500 rupees. In case you select no over here, automatically general merit will be selected. So do you claim Karnataka quota is for that purpose of reservation, basically for domicile candidates. Next, we go on to the next part, which is sponsored by NRI. If you have selected a resident of India, only then this will be applicable. If you have selected Indian and then NRI or foreign citizen or OCA or PIO, this will automatically be default selected as no. Only for Indian citizens, this will be selected because clause A, clause B, clause C, those who are getting sponsored by somebody else, they have to select yes or no over here. If you select yes over here, then even then your fee will be 7,000 rupees. Now select reservation category over here. This obviously we know for whoever has selected yes is only Karnataka quota as yes will be eligible for reservation. For clause Y, please select general merit. Clause Z, please select general merit. Even if you try out something else, there will be a pop-up which shows that selected clause and category are not matching. You will have to start again. If you are clause Y, right from the beginning, don't select anything other than general merit over here. Ideally, you should also have selected Karnataka quota now. And it will keep, this error will keep popping up. So once you do a clause Y and select 2A over here or 3A over here, you have to start from the beginning. Reservation category, again select, and then family income 1,20,000 is what we have put. In case you have selected 1G or 2G or any of those categories, then if you put an income of 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, it will pop up, there will be an error which comes out. PWD category selection, select PWD as yes or no depending upon which category you belong to, and then email, enter your email. There will be communication over this email is what they say, not sure what the communication will be, but as of now please enter the email, there might be some communication. Select your secret question. Once you select your secret question, immediately there will be a pop-up. Exactly why they did it at this point we are not sure, but when you select a secret question, it's a pop-up and says application amount is this. The application fee is dependent upon what you have chosen. Karnataka quota, if you have chosen NRI, OCA, PAO, foreign citizen, it's 7,000. If you have chosen resident Indian and then said I am sponsored by an NRI, then it is still 7,000. For Karnataka quota is equal to yes and category equal to GM 1,500. Karnataka quota yes and category is SC, ST, category 1 or PWD, it will 750. Anything other than this 2A, 2AG, everything is 1,500. Karnataka category is no and category equal to GM 4,000. Once you select Karnataka quota no, automatically category will be GM. Don't decide based on this on how to register. Secret question and answer, enter your secret question and enter the answer and enter the captcha. It will take you to this page. The mobile number is automatically available and you enter your password. There is click on registration. It should actually, last year there was an OTP. We are not sure how it works this year. Here we have been facing issues here in the first page. Many of you have been mentioning that the first page issues are there. Hopefully they will correct it tomorrow. It is taking you to the same page again if you have been there for a long time, etc. We suggest you completely move out, close all windows and start a new window and then or in a different device and start logging in, then it might work. Here once you get this message, in this message you have the user ID. This ID is what you will be using for logging in. So please remember this ID. Similarly, if you want to get back anything, and in case you've missed your password or anything, then what will help is your first SSLC registration number that you entered. So please note that before submitting. So basically at this stage, after you register, your final output of the entire registration almost is your user ID. Don't miss that out. That will be a pop-up once coming out. Just note that, copy it, print, write it in multiple places, get that done. Then you go back to the login page. Earlier we used the new user page. This goes back to the login page and you can log in again with your ID, the ID that we just saw, and the password that you had created over at this stage. Now go in, enter the CAPTCHA. It will take you to these details. From this now on, we are actually looking at some reference from last year only. We have not been able to do that, but we will take you through whatever fields in detail. So that should be sufficient. No changes this year. If there are any changes to post it, we will just ensure that that is also covered. Now first step is to fill up the general details. So you have to fill up all these details and then make the payment. That is the end of the registration. After that, it is a verification process offline. General details, registration number and the application number, name, date of birth. State is what you start with. These are auto-filled. State is what we start with. This does not matter. It is just a resident state. This does not define eligibility or I am from this state, I have filled this, I have did my schooling here, I did my MBBS here. Now I am in a different state, Chandigarh. Should I mention it? You can mention that. This is just a reference point, nothing to do with education or qualification of MBBS or registration details. Select your state wherever you are. If you select another state, your district will show outside Karnataka, and you can enter your address. If you select Karnataka as the state, you will have the Karnataka address details. You will have to enter that. The district and the taluk and the Karnataka address can be entered. PIN code you can enter, and then PG NEET, previous year details. Have you appeared for PG NEET during previous year? Honestly, you can give an answer. You can give your roll number and your year of appearance. Karnataka does not define anything based on debarment. And those who have completed a PG course, basically anybody who has completed a PG course is not eligible. So those set of candidates who have completed a PG course in clinical are not eligible for Karnataka counselling. Otherwise, there is no ineligibility. So you can go ahead and give your right details. Nationality can be changed over here at this stage too, but there might be a payment difference at a later point in time. Have you obtained any seat in PG NEET joined in the college? So what you have here is, have you joined, if you have joined any PG seat too, you can mention that, but note that if you are pursuing, there might be an issue. So you can mention yes or no accordingly. Eligibility clause B, you can even change the clause over here. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jains, these the religion selection is over here. In case you are looking at Muslim or Christian minority institutes, this is your selection over here. Christian minority, in case you are selecting Christian minority alone, you have two sets of Christian minority seats, one in Father Mullahs, which is religious minority, for clause B, clause C, that is priority 1, or priority 2 for other state Christian candidates, any denomination, CSI or Catholics or any different denomination of Christians. Now here you have Roman Catholic seats also under St. John's. So if you belong to the Christian minority religion and you are looking at RC seats in St. John's, then select Roman Catholic. You will have to get additional documents if you during the verification process. If you belong to Christian minority and not Roman Catholic, select other Christian. You will be eligible for Father Mullahs. Mother tongue, again you have Tamil, Telugu, Tulu reservation available. Mother tongue minority reservation available only for clause B and C candidates. This is available. There is no second priority for other state candidates. Then you have the caste certificate RD number. RD number is something that is of big issue. Just enter the RD number. If you have a caste certificate, let us say this is an SC certificate that we have taken for reference. On the top left of the certificate, this is the title of the certificate. On the top left, you will see this RD number or under the barcode. This RD number or a revenue department number is a number, unique number for the certificate. This is a 15-digit number including the RD part. That needs to be entered over here. It is a straightforward process. Most of the certificates will have these numbers. And you just go ahead and enter the number, enter the annual income. We will come to RD when on the certificates part later. Right now, complete this. Enter your PUC first year, and the second year details. This is the board under which you completed your PUC. This is straightforward. Now there are certain then after you enter that, enter your PUC 12th standard registration number. Don't put hyphen slashes over here. Enter it in full, and then also enter the district where you completed. In case it is other state, it might be others as well. Now here, even if you select CBSE outside Karnataka or Tamil Nadu or some other state, this part is a little confusing, right? PUC for the Karnataka is pre-university college, like our 11th, 12th in many of the other states. They call it PUC, 11th and 12th is equivalent. Now, they call it a government college, private aided college or an unaided college because it is pre-university college. 11th, 12th is called like that in Karnataka. Now, you have done it in, let us say, some other state which does not follow that process. Haryana, where it is 11th, 12th, or Tamil Nadu, where that is 11th, 12th. Just go ahead and select something over it. If it is a government institute, school, then select government. If it is a private school, select private. If it is private unaided, select private. You don't know something, select. You don't know which school it is, try to search in Google, otherwise select something. Absolutely irrelevant field related, creating confusion for other state candidates. Not at all relevant. Go ahead and select something. If it is right, good. If it is not right, even then no impact. Total number of years studied in Karnataka, this is very critical. You will have, in case you are looking at class B or class C, based on schooling of 10 years, you will have to select more than 10, max 12 obviously. Year of completion of PUC, you mentioned that. And then, are you physical, PWD category, if you select yes, then give the type of disability over here and get the PWD certificate number. Again, no hyphen, no slashes, it might have hyphen slashes, just remove them and write the rest of it. Basically, wherever there are, just mention digits or numbers, that alone is sufficient. Save. Once you save, click on the next. Once you save, it will say save successfully. Then click on next. It will take on to the next page, which is study details. Next section. Here, first part is adding your schooling details. We hear from candidates, or even those candidates who were not class B, class C. This is applicable. Go ahead and give it. This is what it says. We will give you this example. So basically your 1st to 12th has to be split into multiple different, if it is split across multiple different schools, you will have to enter those separately. If it is all one school, straightforward, mention 1, end year 12, and then mention the year of start, 1st standard, and year of passing out, and then 12th, this is the 12th pass out, and then enter all the details. In this case, we are showing you a candidate who studied from 1st to 5th in one school and then later in another school. So no, if 1st to 5th, select 1st to 5th standard, I studied in this school. Which year to which year? 2004 I started and 2009 is the last batch. Basically the academic year start is fine. So the passing year is what is to be taken, not the academic start. So let us say you started in 2001 and 1st standard, but you wrote your 1st standard exams in 2002, start from 2002, and then 5 years over here. The district, taluk, and the school name and address you can mention. On clicking add, you will get another one. This will be on the right side of the section. You can mention 6th to 12th and where you studied. If it is outside Karnataka, obviously then BC is not applicable. Within Karnataka, total 10 years, it is applicable. If you have done it in 12 different schools, you will have to do it 12 times. Save. Graduation details. Move on to the next. Next will be the, I think we skipped. Okay. So here save and next, and you move on to the graduation details. Graduation from, select the state where you graduated when. From outside Karnataka within India, FMGs are also eligible, you would know that. University, provided you did your schooling, then you will come under class C, otherwise you will come under class Y. Now university, select the university, get your university registration number. Again the thing is no slashes, no dots, no hyphens. In the university certificate, if information is not available, only a serial number is available, that is also fine. Enter the graduated year, select the institute and enter the graduated year. Year of passing MBBS, this is not the internship completion date. Save it, it will say graduation details saved successfully. Then it will also, then the next part starts, which is the internship and registration details. State medical council registration, whichever state you are registered in. The medical council that you are registered in, it need not be Karnataka. Karnataka registration will happen later. If you take a PG seat in Karnataka, they will give you 2 months. Right now, one state medical council registration is enough. That state you can select over here. If it is some other state other than Central or Karnataka, select other state, whichever is the other state. Medical council registration type, permanent or provisional you can mention, and then you can mention the state medical council name. which is the state under which your medical council is listed. So if you select other state, it will be any one of these states which is the state medical council. Then you have the registration number and the issue of the registration certificate, no slashes again, enter the date of issue of certificate, when the certificate was issued. Last part is the internship certificate number, which is the number in the internship certificate. We talked about registration earlier, which is the medical council. Now this is the compulsory rotatory internship, the last 1 year after MBBS, that certificate's number. Many of you will have CRRI/ memo hyphen etc. Remove all that, just enter the number. Just enter the number over here, any number that is in the certificate, just enter that. Remove everything. CRRI2 you can remove, just enter the number without the slashes. If it says 234/24, 23424 is enough, sufficient. Internship completion date 31/1/2021. Save and complete details. This should be before 15th August 2024. Now marks obtained, pretty straightforward. Sum up all the marks over every year, sum up all the maximum marks over every year, and then number of attempts to MBBS. There are a lot of queries. I did my first, did my first year and then I had to do it again, etc. In the final year, you have an attempt certificate. That will usually take the final year attempts only. So in the final year, the number of attempts, take the number of attempts, that should be sufficient. Or if you don't have an attempt certificate, in case you attempted twice, then mention twice. You have done it in your first attempt, mention 1 over here. I cleared it in my first attempt, first year, final year itself, I cleared it. It is 1 over here, not 0. Complete this, save MBBS BDS marks, it will take you to PG degree rural service. Pretty straightforward this is. Have you done PG degree, are you pursuing any PG is the first question. Yes, would pop up this, whether you are pursuing PG preclinical, paraclinical or PG clinical. Are you pursuing a PG diploma? Yeah, and then select the diploma. Diplomas are not a problem for eligibility. You can pursue, but at the time of admissions, you will have to resign that seat or your course should have been completed, both for PG or PG diploma. You can't pursue 2 courses at the same time. Are you already holding a PG degree? Yes is over here, and then here you select preclinical, paraclinical. If you are pursuing a PG degree is fine. Clinical, if you already hold a seat, you are not eligible for another seat in Karnataka PG medical. Are you already holding a PG diploma? Select whether you are holding a PG diploma. If you are holding a PG diploma, not a problem. Now we move on to the rural service part. MBBS from KEA, rural service. If it is no, if you did not do your MBBS from KEA, if you did your MBBS through KEA, there used to be a 1-year rural service after you completed your MBBS, both government and private institutes too in certain years. Now this, if you have not pursued, you are from another state, you will select no. Automatically everything becomes no. Have you done rural bond? Have you paid penalty? If you select yes over here, then you will have to tell what the current status is. If you have not done your rural bond, select no. If you have not paid a penalty too, select no, no problem. You are eligible for the counselling. You just need to give your rural affidavit and then you will be eligible, or you give an extension certificate. That is possible. Don't mention anything which is not true over here. If you have not completed your rural bond, no is perfectly fine. If you have completed your rural bond, yes. Or if you have not completed and paid the penalty, then yes over here after mentioning no over here. St. John's, automatically this is no here because we did not select St. John's as the institute. If you had selected St. John's, then the 2-year rural service completion will be asked. If you are in service, select in service over here. Karnataka currently has mentioned that in service candidates need not apply, so it is not required now. Marital status, unmarried, married, you select this. Married, spouse's name, you can enter over here. And reservations, reservation claims, this is very important because all your claims of reservation will come in over here, over and above what you are eligible for. The reservation category you have already selected, but the other claims of reservation other than the reservation category, like other than the 2A, 3G, whatever other reservations that you are eligible for, that is what is captured over here. 1, are you claiming religious minority, Karnataka or non-Karnataka? This is only for Christian minority or Muslim minority candidates. Yes, then you enter the RD number. You need to have a minority certificate which is mentioned over here. Some minority certificates, in case you are taking a religious minority certificate from your school, might not have an RD number. Then mention any number over here, RD followed by some number. It can be corrected over there at Karnataka. Some of the candidates are facing issues over here. mention an RD number, it can be corrected later, no problem. Linguistic minority, whatever number is in the certificate, mention RD and then put up 0000 at the end, that will also work. We have seen that. So basically it is a 5-digit number, add RD, then add to make it total 15 digits. It should work. If it doesn't work, get back to us. Are you claiming linguistic minority? Mention this. Are you claiming Hyderabad Karnataka reservation? This is basically, do you wish to claim seat of NRI ward? If you are wishing to claim a seat under NRI ward sponsored by NRI, select OS over here. You are already selected over there, but still it is asking again PWD category. Yes, some of these will be auto selected based on what you selected earlier. These are additional things that are given based on information. You can select those, mention the numbers. There might be an issue, we know that. You come back to us with the exact issue, we will sort it out if you are a subscriber. Then NEET PG scorecard uploads, basic file uploads only are required. Passport size photo, signature, thumb impression and Aadhaar needs to be uploaded. Depending upon your selections, this might vary. Once you upload, you can also view the doc, save and click next. It will take you to the RD details page. This is the page where many of you also have issues on. Here you enter something, then save. It says, it might give you this pop-up. I don't think we brought the pop-up that the RD number is not right, enter exact details. There are two ways to circumvent this. One, give the right RD number. If it is the right RD number, no issues. Second, we don't know where they are getting all this RD numbers from, whether they are checking at all, why this pop-up. You enter the RD numbers, save RD numbers works fine. One or two you don't enter and miss out, you can add that during the time of verification. Don't need to worry. It gets saved even if one or two are missing. The save option works and it takes you through. So don't need to worry about it. Don't wait till the last minute just because there is an error popped up. Go ahead and complete it. Even if it is blank, that is fine. You can add it at a later point in time. As long as you have given yes over here, that will be working. Now NRI, mention the NRI. In case you are sponsored, then mention the name of the guardian, the citizenship of the guardian, passport number and PAN number or tax details. Everybody would have a PAN number in India. So ask their PAN number and enter the details and enter the relationship, the line of relationship with the NRI. Bank account details. This is not the account in which you are going to make the payment. Now, this is not necessarily the account where you will pay the fee later. They are not asking that. They are asking after you make the payment today, after you pay the fee for the institute, that will be paid to KEA. You will pay, let us say, 7 lakhs to KEA. Then later you don't join or you move on to another seat, they give you back the fee. There is, before round down, if you resign, they will give you back the fee after a minimal deduction. If that happens, where should they send the fee? You paid 7 lakhs, 25,000 was deducted, 6,75,000 KEA has to pay you after the counselings are over. Where should they send that? This is the account that they will send that to. So be very sure this is your account. This is not the account where you need to unnecessarily pay. You might borrow from someone and pay it from somebody else's bank account and pay them back. Your final amount will come to this account. So ensure that you give the correct details and keep that account active till the end of counselling and another 3-4 months back later. Enter all the details and then move on. You can download the draft copy over here. This draft copy will give you all the details, the candidate and the other details, etc. Check everything once, because you can always go back and save again, but once you submit you will not be able to save. Check every detail. Don't rush into the entire process. Right now we are also seeing messages saying it is already the second day, nothing is happening, my registration is not working, errors are coming out. Please don't get anxious. It is a problem, yes, with Karnataka, but it will end up right. Don't need to today night you have a problem, you are having a problem with something else. Morning, wake up and then do it. You have 5 days, it will work out. Karnataka, if you can communicate, they will also correct all the errors. It will work out. Don't be in a rush to submit. Check everything at least once and then go ahead and save over here. Click, select I agree, we agree, and then save over here. That will take you to this page, which is the payment page. The clear payment amount will be there. You can make the payment and that completes the process. In case there is anything else, you have any query on anything else, especially this RD is something that we have not been able to crack exactly how to circumvent that part, but we have some methods to possibly try out that we can always give. In case you have an issue with that, just call us. We will be trying to help you out on that. Otherwise, the class wise details and other details, you have any queries, class eligibility, etc., you have any queries, you let us know. Thanks a lot for watching. We have tried to cover most of it, and we know that Karnataka, we will not be able to cover 100% like all other counselings. There will still be errors that come out. We will try to share those, resolve those issues too when you call us, or through the groups we'll communicate. Thanks a lot for watching.